Hey, it's Bro Zero, coming at you with a Magic the Gathering video. Lately, we've been getting back into collectibles. I pulled out all my old Magic cards and I figured, hey, let's look through all of them and we'll see what we find. It's pretty much going to be like looking through nostalgia, but at the same time, I probably forgot half the cards that I own. So not a ton. I only have 2 rows, so I'm going to go through them and I don't know, maybe do a couple videos based on each color and each type. But yeah, I'm going to get right to it. Here is starting with green. I'm just going to run through these. This is mainly bulk, and then I actually have decks after this. So let's start with green. Pincer Spider. I'm going to have to look up a lot of these. Tarpan. These aren't in really any particular order. A lot of Tarpans. Apparently I was really digging the Tarpans. Hungry Mist. During your upkeep, pay 2 forest or berry. I mean, 4 for a 6/2, I guess you could utilize that in some way. These are really old cards, so half of them aren't really viable today. And they come and play draw card. Comes into play, search your library. For a creature card with converted mana 6 or more, reveal it, put it in your hand. It's not bad. You can kind of just summon whatever you want. Target creature with flying. Not bad. It's kind of like you can pick off 1/1 flyers. Ah, the Dirkwood Boars. I remember these guys. Norwood Archers, star card. I bought a lot of pre-made decks back in the day. That was kind of more my thing than singles. You know, as a young kid, I was like, ooh, you get more cards in those for less money, not realizing that, you know, the best cards weren't going to be in there. Target player gains 8 life. A rare. Greener Pastures. During each player's upkeep, if that player controls more lands than any other, the player puts a Saproling token into play under his or control. Treat this token as a 1/1 green creature. That seems like you could, yeah. I'm going to put that one aside. I'm going to put the rares aside. I don't think I really ever sorted them out. Video may change. I don't know, based on suggestions. Right now, this is just kind of me going through it. Casually. Target creature gains 3/3. Spec. Get the spec off the hand. Plummet. Magic 14. I think that through the years, basically I would go into stores and just buy Magic cards every now and then. So, you know, you're going to just see a wide range of Magic over the years. But by 14, I think I wasn't playing a whole lot. Ground Shaker Sliver. Nice. Oh, yeah. Champions of Kamigawa or some kind of Kamigawa. Maybe Spirits of Kamigawa. That's some kind of Kamigawa. I believe me and my friend bought a booster box of Kamigawa. That was kind of, this is kind of like our last hurrah. That's cool. I'm just going to set these aside and keep going. Matu Tribe Decoy. I remember trying to build a snake deck, but I just didn't have enough snakes. Chain creature +1/+2. That's pretty decent, but it's high cost. I don't know. You tell me. I was never the best. Seed the land. Whenever a land comes into play, its creature puts a 1/1 green snake creature token into play. Interesting. You know, you got Greener Pastures here. And if you could find a way, you know, you could have a lot of tokens. We're going to put Greener Pastures and Seed the Land right there. That's 2 rares now. It's a lot of life you could give if it's tokens. No, there's no tokens. I don't know. Frog Dung. I remember using this. Sakura Tribe Elder. Journey of Discovery. Lay Druid. Untapped target land. War Mammoth. Renewing Touch. Another star card. An uncommon star card. Shuffle any number of creature cards from your graveyard into your library. Rushwood Dryad. That's cool. almost easier for me to see it on my screen. Leaf Dancer. Is that Mirrodin? Boy, Grizzly Bears. Oh, geez. Feral Deceiver. Look at the top card in your library. Look at the top card. It's a land. +2/+2 in trample. Phantom Tiger. Spirits. Spirits are cool. I just remember spirits are cool because they negated damage. So as long as you could keep counters on them, they would never die. I'm sure that's exactly how it is now. Look at that overgrowth. That's nice. I'm gonna put that one aside. Morrow, another rare, but I don't know if it has any value. Number of cards in your hand. Nice with a certain blue deck, maybe. Or, I don't know. Whatever would make you have more lands. Or more bigger hand. Gypsies. Another Pincer Spider. Bog Gnar. I got that light coming in. I'm trying to get it to keep it out of there. Tempting Licid. Elven Warhounds. I remember them. If it's blocked by any creature, put it on top of the owner's library. Great card. Tempest is when I kind of got into Magic originally. I bought it was a big booster box. I forget what they're called. And I got a Curse Scroll, and I guess at the time that was a $20 card. You know, I was in already. That was hooked immediately. I really like this card. Caustic Wasps. Whenever Caustic Wasps deals combat damage to a player, you may destroy target artifact. I feel like that's a good card. Situational, but good. Not bad. Flashback. You may play the card from the graveyard. That was neat. I always forgot about it though. I wouldn't play decks that I didn't understand how to use it. Oh, I forgot that I had those cards in there. Alright, some more green. Not too much more, but enough. Snake Shaman. That's kind of cool. You can get any mana from this guy. The Old Moon Sprite. Wow. Star card. Uncommon. The Star Grizzly Bears. I always liked this card. The artwork. Bull Hippo. I remember the starter deck because it was ooh, Island Walk, and then the other deck that they gave you was literally the islands, so it just made it better. Probably better than it was. Oh, the Stardust Wood Boars. Oh yeah, Willow Elf. Forest Walk Dryad, that's nice. 1/1 Forest Walk, not bad. Especially because you can beef it up. Naturalize. That color doesn't look green, it looks brown on the camera. Probably the saturation. But that looks fine. That's strange. Lone Wolf. That was always cool. You could pump that up and just hit him no matter what. Spike Worker. This is a cool card if you can put counters, because then you can put any counters on anybody. Nice. Like spirits and stuff. War Mammoth. Duskwood Boars. Ooh, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on him for each card in your hand. Then remove a 1/1 counter for each card in target opponent's hand. They really liked playing with hands at this point, didn't they? Whenever you play a Spirit Arcane, he gets +2. Creatures have to block. If you you control a forest, each blocked creature gets +2/+2. A little bit more green. Tranquility. Destroy all enchantments. Another one. Tempest version. Rampant growth. I always like cards like that. Remember elves. Yeah, my friend had an elf deck back in the day. Onslaught. That's when we all got into theme decks. Theme decks were really what I was about. I'd like to show you all my different decks, even though they might not be good, but I always followed a theme of creature types and different types like that. Until the end of the turn, use trample. Narcissism. Choke. Islands don't untap. That's cool. Gain life creature card. Lure. That's cool. I like the old lure. Regeneration. Carapace, yeah. I used to use these. They're just cheap. Wild growth. Yeah, I like that. Wild growth. You should just pump your mana. That was really green. Just pump your mana and get out the biggest ones you could get. When one of your opponents successfully casts a creature with flying, if Hidden Spider is an enchantment, it becomes a 3/5 creature that can block creatures with flying, and that counts as spider. So it's a 1 mana way to get a 3/5. Neat. Gold Star, Whirlwind. That was always, hey, you know, the angel decks. Pride of Lions, yep. A lot of these cards are pretty beat up, you know, they're not in great shape. These were all played or all handled a lot. Add 1 mana to your mana pool. Add 1 mana, add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color that a land could produce. That's neat. Destroy all enchantments. Another tranquility. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put any other cards that are lands into your hand. Sudden strength. Target creature plus. Frozen Constrictor. Swamp Walk. Black creature. Nice. Metamorphic Threshold. You have Threshold as long as you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Yeah, I kind of remember that. A little bit more green. I liked this guy. I don't know why. This is one of the first cards I got as well in the pack. I used to love this card. Protection from blue is being cast. Can't be countered. Neat card. I just like the card. I'm just going to set that one aside. That one has a soft spot to me. Block. Prevent. All combat damage when he becomes blocked. Wow, so you basically don't want to block him. That's neat. 3/3 elephant token. Uproot. Fiddlehead Kami. Shrink. Wow. -5, -0. It's a nice card. Older card. Oh, that's cool. I probably tried to use this at some point. Like, if cards had abilities that use multiple mana, I would generally just try to build a deck that had multiple mana and try to use multicolored cards as well. It was always my thing. I just try. It was like, can I build a deck that can win? Generally, no, but it was more fun to build them. I would probably have a lot of fun building decks with my old cards that use those weird mechanics just to see, you know, which deck would win. Provoke, yeah. That's a nice card, though. Okay, just want to look it up. Monstrous Growth. Monstrous Growth Star. Another one. I feel like those were used. Sorcery, though, made it pretty, they knew what you were doing, you know? There's no secrets. Ooh, Living Wish. A little nick up here. Wish I had like a roller or something. Choose a creature or land you own from outside the game. Reveal that card and put it into your hand. Remove it. I don't think I ever used this because I always felt it was a little cheesy. A little bit more green. I keep saying that. We're 15 minutes in and we're still on green. And green is probably the least that I have. But, I mean, obviously, this is just my old PC from high school money. This is the last green creatures. Let's see what we got. Hidden in the box. Flailing... I remember that card. Tempest, really... That was my first set, and so a lot of the Tempest cards, I just remember them instantly. That's what's got me in. That in Onslaught was when I think me and the buddies played the most. That was when the Elf deck, the Angel deck. I have a Cleric deck. Love the artwork. Whenever your player successfully casts enchantment, targets him, draw a card. It's kind of neat because you could spam that in some way. I just want to set that up here. Vanguard. Frozen Avenger. Regenerate. That's neat. A 2/2 insect creature token. Beetle can't be targeted by spells or abilities. That's cool. Choose a color. I mean, that's pretty neat. Diligent Farmhand. Sacrificed him, search your library for a basic land, put it into play tapped, then shuffle. If Diligent Farmhand is in a graveyard, Muscle Burst's effect counts it as Muscle Burst. Isn't that crazy they put a combo in there for those cards? They would count the number you had in your graveyard or... Red and white spells you play cost 1 less to play. Well, that's awesome. I'm going to set that aside. As long as you could just get him out there, you know? Can't be targeted by spells or abilities. Threshold gets +2/+2. Oh, yeah. See, I like the spikes. This card. It's like I always tried to figure out how to use it. I'm going to put this guy out there to just kill him. But you can give somebody +1/+1, so that's cool. Norwood Ranger, the other 8th edition. Untap target land. Add one of your mana, add fire. Yeah, that's a combo, isn't it? Elven Riders. Can't be blocked except for by flying creatures and walls. Nice card. May block as though I had flying. That's cool. Destroy them. Choose one. Put a 1/1 green insect token into play. Or target creature gets +1/+1 engage trample at the end of the turn. Or regenerate. How much utility? There's so much utility. You can use that anytime. Ooh, last 2 cards. Of course. Grizzly Bears. Star Grizzly Bears. I'm happy that that's the last green card. Oh yeah, I ended up putting those in the wrong pile. Okay, so that's cool. It's really just a little brick of green. I'm just going to take these green cards that I found and just kind of look them over in a different way. Yeah, I don't know where most of my lands went. I don't have a lot. There must be more. I could have swore I had binders and I had more. But I was gonna show forests, but I don't have any forests. They must. Oh, they're probably in the deck boxes. So, all right. I'm gonna pause this video here. That was the green section. If you're interested in looking through my collection, I'll keep recording some more. I'm probably gonna do it anyways, but I'm just gonna pause right here to just check this out and kind of go from there. So, I don't know if with Magic, rarity often doesn't have the value. So even though these cards are rare, I don't know if they'll actually have any value. We'll find out. All right, thanks for checking it out. Check out the next one. Bye.